And good evening guys, this is Defiant Swarm, and yeah, I've decided I'm going to upload something a little different for you guys today. Most of you won't be familiar with it, some of you will be, and if you are familiar with it, that's great. I've been, well, trying something new, and it's not something new as in new tactics on COD and, you know, that kind of stuff. No, I've decided to play a completely different game entirely, actually. I've been watching, as most of you lot all know, the Call of Duty champs are still going on, they're still going through. But I came across something the other day which I was quite interested in. I was pretty much, well, I was intrigued by it, and thought I might try it myself. So yeah, like I was saying before, Call of Duty Championships still going through. But what some of you might not know is that there's also a StarCraft 2 World Championship which has been going on alongside the Call of Duty Championships. That's now over. However, I was thinking to myself, I was watching the finals the other day of the StarCraft 2 World Championships, and I was thinking, hey, you know, this might be a good thing to try myself. I'm still playing Call of Duty. I'm still looking for a team, but obviously there's not too much to report on that because all I'm doing is scrimming. I'm not going to upload videos of scrims because they're not the team that I'll be teaming with unless we get a good team. I had a stint with a team a while back, which we got quite far. We got along fairly well, but ultimately I don't think that they were the right team for me. I didn't think I fit it in with them well. So I've kind of been here and there doing things on Ghosts, but like I say, still looking for a team. Not going too well at the moment. Well, still not going well. I said it wasn't going too well in my last video. It's been quite a long time, and I still haven't found a team. I don't think I'm ever going to find a team like Defiance was. But I'm going to keep trying, and in the meanwhile, I'm still going to be uploading Call of Duty gameplay. I said I was going to upload some single series for you. I've got another one of those coming out fairly soon, actually. But I haven't actually been playing singles too much either. All my time's been taken up scrimming with teams. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to get straight into this. This is a StarCraft 2 game. Obviously not what you were expecting on a Call of Duty channel, but hey. You know, some of you will probably be into it. Others of you won't. That's fine. I'm hoping you guys that don't know what this is will hopefully take an interest in it. It's a brilliant game. I think you should. You know, if you haven't already got it, I think you should get it. Depending on what kind of games you like. Obviously, Call of Duty is a run and gun, kind of more of a shooter game. Well, it is a shooter. This is more strategy, and as you guys will know from my last few videos, I don't tend to win Call of Duty games through my gun skill. I tend to win them through strategy, and so this is right on my street. This game it's all about strategy. Obviously, I'm not going to need gun skill in it. And so yeah, let's just crack on with it. What I'll be doing is I'll just be running through the tactics with you. So, those of you who do know about StarCraft will know what I'm saying. Those of you who don't, obviously you won't have a clue. But you know, bear with me. I'll be saying some stuff you probably won't understand. But yeah, just have a watch of it anyway. It's a good game. I've got a tournament. I've got a StarCraft 2 tournament coming up on the 26th of March, 26th or 28th of March. So I've been practicing alongside scrimming with teams on COD. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. Right, so here I'm starting off with my Nexus here, and I've got my few probes going along there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting some probes out straight away. Just to increase my economy a bit. So yeah, I'm going to keep warping in these probes. I haven't got enough to chrono boost that yet, so I'm going to keep going with it. And as you can see on the bottom left of the map there, I'm sending a probe across the map. Firstly, because I want to scan his, I want to scout his natural expansion to see what he's going for. I want to see if there's any what kind of build he's going for. I know it's a bit early, but the thing I also want to do is put a proxy in the back of his spawn. See here that I'm still using Call of Duty talk here. Look. See, I want to put one of these gateways in the back of his spawn. And as you can see, I'm still chrono boosting probes. There's my probe in his spawn there. So I see that he hasn't built anything yet, but that was what I was expecting. Obviously, it's far too early to actually scout much yet. So I can see he's put a pylon in the front of his spawn. I was going to put one down there, but I don't want this guy knowing what I'm doing, so I'm going to send this probe back around, just try and shake his probe off. It is a Protoss v Protoss. I'll try and upload some Zerg, Protoss v Zerg and stuff. Yeah, anyway, so the plan is I'm just going to put this pylon down here so I can warp in units behind him, and I'm going to leg it straight out of his spawn. So yeah, as you can see, he hasn't figured out that I've put it down there, and I'm still going with the probes, and I've just put my pylon down on mine in exactly the same place he's put his on in his base, but I'm going to stick a gateway right beside that. Firstly, because I want to try and stop his probes from getting in and scouting what I'm doing, and secondly, because I'm trying to go for a straight up kind of zealot rush in the first few minutes. So there you go, as you can see, I'm still just going to chrono boost probes. That's what I'm generally going to be doing. That pylon is still there in his spawn, and he hasn't spotted it yet, which is good. So if I manage to get my warp gates, my gateways up and running soon, I can start teleporting in stalkers behind him. So yeah, as you can see, I've just taken my gas there, so I'm going to bring some. I'm going to get some of that going. That's almost finished. At this point, I think I start to play with the idea of getting a forge up so I can get cannons. I don't particularly have a solid build order yet. This is why I've been scrimming on this. Not scrimming. What am I on about? This is why I've been playing on this game quite a bit recently to practice for this tournament. I don't have any set tactics, so I'm kind of just making it all up as I go along. And as you can see there, he spotted my pylon. He's put one right next to his. So I now know that tactic probably isn't going to work. Also, this probe seems to be following me. So he's put a pylon down there. So I'm just going to let him walk out, and I'm going to go and attack the pylon with that probe. I know it will take a while, but whilst it's distracting him, it will keep his attention off of what I'm doing over here. So yeah, as you can see, building a zealot out there, which has just popped out. And now I'm going to put a forge down next to that pylon, so I can get cannons going. At the moment, I'm supply capped, as you can see on the top right, 20 to 18. So I'm going to stick a couple more pylons down there and go back to the mineral line. I want to be kind of harassing his mineral line as fast as possible because I don't want him building up a decent economy. I want to be able to, have a really one-sided fight in the middle of the map. And as you can see, my idea of blocking in the ramp there kind of failed, and he gets a probe and he starts scouting out my base, but I haven't built anything really important yet, so that's not a problem. He didn't see the forge go down, so he's not thinking I'm going to have cannons because he didn't see that go down. He only saw it kind of warping. So I'm going to take the zealot and try and stop him from building that pylon down there. As you can see, he's got to build a pylon down there, and I'm going to keep on mining gas out of there. Meanwhile, the probe is still going on that pylon, which is fine. I don't mind if he puts a pylon there, to be perfectly honest. If I manage to destroy that pylon, I'll probably go and take that expansion later on in the game. So yeah, that zealot's making a lot more progress with that pylon, and I'm going to take my natural expansion as that pylon goes down, so he doesn't see me doing it. And I'm going to put this zealot over there, watching the cross into the front of the base there. I'm going to stick a few pylons down there. Here's where I'm planning to use the cannons. There's an opening over there, which is obviously far too wide for my stalker to deal with, my zealot to deal with on his own. So I'm going to put a few pylons down there. Firstly, to increase my supply cap, and secondly to increase my supply, and secondly to start building those cannons. So I'm going to start chrono boosting out probes to mine the second mineral line on my expansion, and I'm going to build 3. I don't even know what they're called. To see show you how long I've been playing this game. I'm going to build 3 things which are warping aircraft over there, and I'm going to call them starports for now until I figure out what they're called. And see, I'm going to put a few of the cannons down here. He didn't see the forge go down, so he wouldn't be expecting this at the moment. I'm just going to wait until I get enough minerals to put that down. There's 3 cannons there and a zealot, so that should be able to hold off any early rushes whilst I get my, that's what they're called, stargates. And you'll remember eventually. Right, those three things there are called stargates. Right, anyway. So I'm going to keep chrono boosting out probes. I'm going to keep chrono boosting out probes whilst my 3 stargates finish. And straight away I'm going to go straight in with the oracles. I want to start harassing his mineral line, make sure he's got a weaker economy than I have, so I'm going to go straight into building those oracles to go and do that. He hasn't seen anything that I've done, so the only thing he's seen is my gate over there, my wall gate over there, and the pylon, and he saw a bit of a forge going down, but he didn't see it complete, so I'm hoping he won't know I've done that. He definitely doesn't know I've got these stargates going on, so I'm hoping he's going to go for an all-out kind of ground assault, which is what most Protoss players do. I've been playing Protoss players almost every game I've been practicing for. I've been playing Protoss players. So and all of them that I've played against, hardly any of them used what are they called? Hardly any of them went straight to air units before. So I'm going to try and catch them out doing this. And as you can see, I'm still mining these mineral lines. I'm still building those oracles. I've got enough pylons to help me build, to get me to build some more stuff. I've got one oracle out there, 2 oracles there, so they're going to go straight over to his mineral line and start harassing him straight away. And meanwhile, I'm going to start building a mothership core to help out with the defense on the front there, because at the moment I've got a really weak defense, only 1 Zealot and a few cannons. If he was to attack me now, I probably would lose straight away. But all I'm focusing on at the moment is building up the economy. Got quite a few minerals I haven't spent, so I'm going to spend a few of those on chrono boosting out more probes. And I'm going to start researching gateway there. And so as you can see, I see he's taken his natural expansion, so he's probably not got enough minerals to start attacking me straight away. But I can see he's got a huge army there of Stalkers and an Immortal. So they're going to just destroy as many probes as possible before dying themselves. Hopefully that will put a little bit of a dent in his economy. But as I know he's got such a large army, I'm going to start building Void Rays straight away. Those Stalkers are going to tear air units apart. But I'm still going to start building Void Rays, purely because if I've got enough of them, I should be able to overpower the Stalkers whilst they're stuck in front of the cannons, if they decide to push me now anyway. So yeah, I'm going to start, I'm also going to go and get some Stalkers of my own, so I'm going to put 2 gateways down over here, so I've got 3 Stargates, 3 gateways. So this should be, what I want to be doing now is I want to stop probing, making probes, and I want to be starting to build up my army, because obviously it's not very big at the moment. So those 2 Void Rays have just come out, and so I'm going to start building more of those. So right now I'm thinking, well, I'm hoping he's not going to push me right now, because if he was to push me right now, I'd be in a bit of trouble. I'm hoping he's going to hang back and kind of build his army a bit more. By this time I have got a plan. He's got far more. He's got a much bigger army than I have, so I need to start thinking of using some rather underhanded tactics, either getting some stealth in there to make sure he can't actually see my guys, or starting to build, just go straight on with air units. In this game I go for the stealth option, purely because if I go all in with a huge great army and versus he's probably going to win. He's had a lot more time building up his army than I have, so he's going to have a lot more stuff. But I'm going to put those on the defense. Those still I don't think are going to be enough to hold him back if he was to attack me now. But I'm really hoping he's not, so I'm going to put some Stalkers down, and all I'm going to be doing now is just focusing on building up my army as well as possible. Accidentally put 4 Void Rays on that 1 gateway, so I'm going to put 1 on each of the others to make it obviously make them build more evenly. So I'm going to put another few pylons down here. I'm not actually caring where I'm putting them now. I'm panicking quite a bit, to be honest, because I know if he attacks me now I'm screwed. So I'm going to put these pylons down, as I said, not really caring where, and bring these Void Rays out. And I'm going to start researching shield upgrades, because I know I'm not going to beat him out of weight of numbers, because he's got more than me. So let's try and go with, quality over quantity. So I'm going to start upgrading shields over there, and I'm going to warp in yet more Stalkers. Just try and build everything up to make sure that if he does decide to attack me, then there's something I can do about it. These Void Rays are going to go down here. I know I need to get some form of boost to my rather small army up as soon as possible. So I'm going to get a fleet beacon. I'm going to put that down, and that'll allow me to get to upgrade that mothership fully, so I can cloak my entire army and make sure they can't see me at all, which is the tactic that I've decided to go for. So as you can see, these probes are on here. I've given up trying to destroy his probes on his mineral line, because it's simply, like, with that many Stalkers, the only thing I could possibly do was would probably to be over there with a Colossus or something and just try and wipe out as many of them as possible. But as I'm dedicated to air now, I'm gonna have to keep going with that. So all these Void Rays and Stalkers are kind of hovering over there like that. I've got a mothership core there, which could help out a bit. I'm just waiting for that to build so I can get that mothership core upgraded as soon as possible, because I know as soon as I get that mothership core up, unless he's built sentries, there's no way he's going to be able to detect me at all. And even if he does, I think that he's going to be more focused on getting his army out than detection. So these are all going to go down here. I'm going to pump out even more void rays, and I'm then going to get this mothership core away from the front line next. I don't want it getting destroyed whilst it's upgrading, because it's completely inactive whilst it's upgrading, and it can't defend itself whatsoever. So I'm going to bring that back from the front lines there, and I'm going to make more pylons so I can build that mothership out like that. I've got even more void rays building. I've just seen a stalker down. I also saw an immortal there as well. It was really quick, but there was an immortal next to the stalker. So I'm sure that he's gone with an all-in kind of ground assault, which is exactly what I want him to do. So all I need to do now is hold out until this mothership core upgrades. If I can hold out until the mothership comes out, then I know I'm going to win the match. So I've got even more stalkers coming out. I know he's got a bigger army than me, but I'm not quite sure whether he's gone for loads of units, or whether he's gone for good units. I'm not quite sure whether he's gone for the quantity over quality or the opposite way around. So I'm not really sure what he's going for. I'm just hoping that he would have gone for he would have been so focused on building up his army that he won't have any detection in there. Okay, got it eventually. So yeah, even more stalkers going down here. That army's getting quite big now, and that is almost finished. So I'm feeling really confident now. Even if he does build detection sentries and that, even if he does do that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to kill them before they manage to detect everything. Because with an army that big, unless he's got like 100 odd sentries, there's no way he's going to be able to defend against that. So that's almost finished. Like I say, really confident that I'm going to win now. So I'm just waiting that to upgrade, and there we go. So I'm going to put that right in front of the defense line, and I'm actually going to wait for him to attack me, because all he's going to be able to see when he comes up the ramp is a mothership, and that's it. And he's not going to know where the rest of the fire is coming from, because he can't see anything else. All that stuff highlighted in blue there, that's all invisible to him. So all he can see now is a floating mothership, and he's going to have a load of shots coming from absolutely nowhere. So yeah, really confident about this win. I'm just going to wait for him, like I said, I'm just going to wait for him to counter-attack me. I'm going to start building this Twilight Council just to give me an extra follow-up, just in case this tactic fails. I'm not expecting it to. I'm really confident that I'm going to win. However, I'm going to put a few surprises in for him just in case. So right down opposite his main base, where he's not going to expect me to put it, I'm going to build another Nexus there. And I'm going to start building a Twilight Council, so I've got so I can get some Psionic Storms in there. If he manages to destroy this lot, I should be able to put a few Templars up on the hill and destroy what's left of his army before they manage to get up to my natural. So yeah, even more Stalkers going down here. Still waiting for him to counter-attack me, which it doesn't look like he's going to do, so he's obviously waiting for me to go over to him. Which is obviously going to be far more risky for me. I could just sit here and wait for him to counter-attack, but every minute I waste is another minute where he could be building up more stuff. So I'm going to get that level 2 shields going. Making sure that my army that I've got at the moment is the best it can possibly be, because obviously I don't want him. He's going to have more stuff than me. I know he's going to have more stuff than me. So I'm going to bring these probes down here, because that mineral line is almost done. So I'm going to bring these probes up down here, and then I'm going to go on the attack, because I've had enough of waiting for him. I'm a fairly impatient player, which probably isn't a good thing, but I've had enough of waiting for him. So I'm going to start, but I want to keep everything by this, I want to keep everything shielded, kind of invisible, because I don't want to screw myself with that, because the entire reason why I built that mothership is so that everything can stay invisible. So I'm going to keep going over here. I considered shooting that goat for no reason, but you know, a bit harsh, not going to do that. And I'm going to keep pumping out void rays. So that's going to keep going just in case this fails. So if this does fail, I'll have void rays on the hill. I'll have Templars on the hill. Everything should be all right. If this flops it, he shouldn't have much else left to be able to do anything. It just means the game will go on for longer. So I'm going to move in now to his base, try and destroy his natural. I'm hoping he'll surrender when his natural gets destroyed. But as you can see, he builds a huge army over here. Loads, which I knew was going to be bigger than mine anyway. Loads of 4 Colossi there, 3 Immortals, but I pick out, I see he's got sentries in there, which is the only thing that can detect my stealth stuff. So I destroy his sentries, and his last sentry goes down about now, and as you can see, none of them can see my cloaked units, and so everything else dies. So that tactic paid off. As you can see the Colossi going down there, you can see that Immortal going down, and that is his, well, basically his entire army gone. I'm not expecting him to have much more than that. I know I'll have a few Stalkers left, but other than that, I think that's about it. So I'm going to move these guys into here. I see he's got a few more Stalkers, like I predicted him to down there, and he's got a few cannons behind there. Those cannons are the only things that can see my cloaked unit, so as soon as I destroy those cannons, everything else goes. See, I bust open his gateway to his natural expansion there, and start on the probes straight away. As you can see, I've got even more void rays coming out here. These probes are finished. These probes are finished on that mineral run. I've got 6k minerals and 1k gas, so I've got enough stuff to build a huge army if I need to. But as I destroy his natural, I get the win right there. Yeah, so there's the game. And as you can see in the top left there, that video of my face, I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this, guys. It was a great win for me. I really enjoyed the game. And if you liked it, make sure you leave a comment. Or if you don't like it, make sure you leave a comment. I'm quite happy to keep uploading to this channel StarCraft games. I also know I need to put some more COD games on here. But like I said, it's a bit pointless when I'm not playing with a team. I've got a single series coming out hopefully on Wednesday. But yeah, just leave the comments. I've noticed in the last few videos there haven't been many comments. Make sure you use the comment section. I would really appreciate some feedback. I don't care whether it's negative or positive. I just really, I could really use some feedback to help improve the channel.